to Easy All Secrets thanks to your generous donations. Good luck and take it away.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Welcome to Quake. I like this game a lot. And I have a commentator who has played this game once or twice.
Like once or twice.
Yeah, actually once or twice, and we're being unironic.
I'm Jaxler. I was part of like a 4-player co-op hundo thing, and then I got benched. So here we are.
How do you get benched when there's 4 people on the team? Anyways.
Anyway, so we're playing 6. What category are we doing?
Yeah,
here?
so we're playing in the Quake remaster that came out in 2021, and there's a bunch of different add-ons that they added for free. Basically, just free DLC for your $10 game. It's awesome. And the first one they ever added was a full remake of Quake 64 inside of the Quake remastered engine. It's like 3 layers of remaster, but don't worry about it. It's super cool. There is a lot of new stuff that they added in, just because the only way that you could play this before was on a Nintendo 64 with a controller. You can't really B-hop or anything. This is going to be a pretty unique run, and also because, like Stump said, there was a lot of wonderful donations. I'm going to be doing all of the secrets in that, which includes doing all of the secret levels, because those also have secrets. And also, I just want to put up an impromptu donation sign up for everyone, because we got this hella fast. If we get to $2,700, $2,700 by the end of this, I'll show off the Dope Fish, which is just a unmarked secret that is super cool, and I want to show it off, but I will intentionally not show it off so we can get money for it. Yeah, but time will start whenever I click on easy here, so I can do easy all secrets like the category says. Are we good on starting time? Okay, perfect. We will be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck.
All right, welcome to Quake 64, everybody. So you might remember this game as like from like Minecraft when it has like the Quake Pro FFV setting. If you like maxed it all the way out when you're like 10, the big thing you're going to be seeing with this game is bunny hopping.
That's fine.
Yeah, there you go. So a lot of the time, Limey is not going to be holding forward. Instead, Limey is going to be either holding left or right and doing these slow arcing turns with the camera in order to be able to B-hop and maintain a lot more speed. You kind of go a lot faster at like these like weird curved diagonal. It's source movement, it's source engine. It's got like really bizarre stuff because of that, and you'll notice as well that Limey plays on like a really low sensitivity, because if you're trying to do these curved arcs in order to maintain the speed with the bunny hopping. So as a result, if your sensitivity's too high, then you'll end up like overturning and you'll lose speed. So
yeah, it's really important to have consistent arcs when you like go forward in this game.
Yeah,
just because
that was like half the reason I got benched, just because like it's very much its own thing, like the way that you have to arc it. And if you play multiple like source speedruns as well, it like changes between like, we were talking about like the remaster and how it's a slightly different engine. So yeah, you're gonna notice 5 out of 5 secrets there. So secrets are like just little hidden areas that are normally for like extra like good damage weapon ammo, or like a something like a quad damage or a shield, right?
Yeah.
And it'll show us our secret count at the end of each level. So we need to make sure that is maxed out. We're gonna do a skip here to get to the key here early.
There's just to touch like the bridge and like kill those 2 guys. It saves a bit of time. It's a little bit weird though. You can get there with a B-hop, but I like getting in the window because it is something that like no one will like notice unless you're like aware of it.
Yeah.
So you can, if you've seen Quake before, that's like almost the end of the level. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be backtracking here because I didn't get a single secret basically at all, and I'm gonna be going reverse way through the level while this end is unlocking. So
yeah, essentially the
I
reason
can like
for
save
that,
time on the auto scroller.
Yeah, so essentially we hit a button that's supposed to open a door, which summons. We like to call those the dogs. They're these like
sure
demon dogs. We'll call them the demon dogs, and
I won't forget.
They are yeah, I won't forget. Don't worry about it. If you know, you know. They are very dangerous enemies. They can, even on easy, they can flatline you pretty quickly. So. So that we're just waiting there anyway, so we activate the button to open the door, and then we go ahead and go back and grab those secrets. So, because otherwise you'd just be waiting, right?
Yeah.
So, it's worth noting as well, because this is based on like Quake's. That was rude. since this is based on Quake 64, there's actually going to be a couple like less secrets or altered secrets between this version and like Quake, like the original Quake. And then right here, Limy's going to set up for a grenade launcher jump. So Limy's going to make a quick save right here, and then is using the shotgun as sort of like a metronome in-game as a timing cue.
There we go.
Second try, nice.
That's a clap for sure.
Yeah, that is a clap. So the thing that's really hard about that is the amount of speed and distance you get off of like a rocket jump or grenade jump is yeah, that'll happen sometimes because the console key is right next to the weapon slot 1 hotkey. But the thing that's really hard with that is the amount of like speed, distance, and angle you get is dependent on your proximity to the center of the explosion, and also that scales with damage too.
Oh, I barely got there.
Barely got in there. Nice. And so like as a result, like any tiny little changes to that can like severely affect where you get launched. So getting that second try is really good.
Yeah, this is the first secret level, and they all kind of, for the most part, have gimmicks. This one is 0 gravity, so I can't really B-hop, so I have to be really intentional with my movement.
Yeah, so you saw right there just kind of like shaking back and forth. As you continue to do that curved pattern, you actually gain speed. So even though like Limy was kind of at a standstill there, he was able to like go back and forth and generate a lot of speed that way. And it adds on to whatever speed you had already, so you can get some really crazy stuff going on. We also, something to note as well, we got one of the no damage shields as well as the quad damage, which both do exactly what they say on the tin. However, I mentioned earlier that the rocket jumps and the grenade boosts scale with damage, so the more damage they
I accidentally muted the...
Did you mute some? Everything okay?
Okay, there it is.
There we go.
It was on the keyboard I'm using. I had to function lock it. I forgot to function lock it earlier, so I accidentally muted it for everyone.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So.
Oh, it actually worked perfectly. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Perfect. So with the quad damage, because you're dealing quadruple damage.
I did it again. I'm just gonna function lock this. There we go.
There we go.
That's a clap.
Yeah, that's a clap.
Oh, I messed it up a little bit.
Something Limy's doing here in this level as well is because like the gravity is so much lower, it actually ends up being faster to rocket jump yourself downward so that it like you overcome the low gravity a bit faster.
Yeah, so this is the next main level. The route for this is a little bit weird just because, again, getting all the secrets. The way I go about this usually is just skipping straight to the end. But because I have to get all the secrets, I actually go up here the intended way. Sometimes I get a quad damage, but I don't actually like need it. If I could play this fast enough, and I'm just gonna hope I can.
Nice. Yeah, that guy, I call him the Yeti. That guy's like really frustrating to deal with. And then this secret is actually another spot that's a bit of a difference between the original Quake and Quake 64 and that's a general theme of this run too. Is that some of the geometry is a bit different. So as a result,
I'm running out of mouse pad space.
I believe in you.
There we go. This should be fine.
Yeah, again, Limy has such a low sensitivity, not only just because you kind of need it for a game like Quake 64, but also just because of preference. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I was trying not to do that so I can have more health, but it should be fine because I have shields, so I can just go out of my way to get these.
Yeah, another good rocket jump right there. Those rocket jumps save a really good bit of time as well because they skip like a good bit of backtracking and like going in and around the level. So that was really solid. All right, we're going to be doing a rocket jump right here to get to the gold key a lot earlier than intended. This is going to let us, I think, skip a couple of rooms here and then like kind of do the
You have to go
secrets in a
back
weird order.
through it, but it's faster to get this to be unlocked and then
come back.
Yeah, I'm doing actually the 3 separate areas in reverse order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all I have to do here is click this button. Usually I would have the silver key by now, so I can get that and then enable the bridge for the other thing I just did.
And then we gotta wait for those things to come back up.
And then
we get the secret.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really well hidden secrets. It's like kind of cool.
It's like almost in the name.
Yeah. Well, you know. So we have the quad damage there as well. So we do have like the overhealth and the armor to help us with some of the damage. So again, you deal quad damage to yourself as well. So part of what goes into the routing for some of this, if we like pick up things like quad damage, is making sure that if we need the quad damage for a greater strength, like explosion boost or what have you, then we have that available to us. I'm sorry about that. That's my phone being mean. Go away. And then, but sometimes we also want to make sure that the quad damage runs out because it deals so much damage to us, or it just might be overkill and cause the strat to be harder. So.
Yeah. So now with this level, being pretty much done, this is the first quarter of the game. Episode 1 is now done.
Yeah.
One big clap, I guess. This episode gets one big clap.
One big boom. Boom. Yo, can we get a $5 big boom train going on?
Yeah. Midwest Speedfest 2020 gets 5 big booms. I'm gonna shoot this to aggro this guy, and hopefully he will be out of there at least a little bit, and it will make my life easier later. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, so the enemies in this game generally have pretty annoying hitboxes to deal with, so like that right there. Sometimes they can like move around before you get to play. I don't know if it's like random, like RNG per se, but it's like they can be inconsistent. They can be funky.
Yeah, so I have all the secrets now, so I can get to the end. Sometimes I'm just pushing tabs so I can just make sure that my secrets pace is correct.
And so we had another Hellhound there, so we had tragic.
I almost never mess that up.
Oh yeah, something to mention as well now that we're in episode 2. So normally in the original release of Quake, all of your weapons get reset between episodes, but in Quake 64 specifically, you get to keep all of your like weapons, and that matters a lot in these early episodes because you have immediate access to like grenade jumps and rocket jumps. So that kind of allows you to go for slightly faster routes in some areas than you normally would to. So a bit of a tricky rocket jump right there. Again, a big thing as well is you kind of want to make sure, like, if possible, like you just get the perfect amount of height so you can just get back down to solid earth and start bee-hopping. Another thing with the bee-hopping as well is there's a bit of a buffering system with it. So what buffering basically means is if you hold down the jump input just a little bit before you hit the ground.
You can actually hold it after, like, anytime after you're in there.
Oh, yeah, right, because this is Quake. This is, like, super early. Yeah. So, like, you can just hold down the jump button before you land on the ground, and it'll execute the jump as soon as you come up off the ground. This is really important because it allows you to maintain a lot of that, like, strafe movement through the bunny hops.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of a game like Titanfall where you have to time it every single time.
Yeah, so it's actually, like...
Ugh, why are you both here?
Yeah. That's why you have like a bunch of people who say like, "Oh, this is the one source like run that I like prefer," or like the way I like.
There we go.
I feel like every source runner has like their way that they like their source movement, in like little ways, which mostly just boils down to what's the first source game they picked up. But you know.
Yeah. So getting into the secret exit here, I had to just double check because I was like a little worried that I forgot something because the route for that is a little weird. But yeah, this is the next secret level. If this wasn't focus time, this is kind of focus time just because it is like a lot of rocket jumping and a lot of just being aware of where enemies are, because it's basically just enemy spam through here. It is really difficult. Do I have enough health? I do. You should.
Is there time for a couple donations?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
All right. We have $50 from Mr. Shasta saying, dope.
That one.
And we have a $5 donation from Seldom Seen Kid saying, what if instead of Quake it was called Quack, and instead of bunny hopping it was duck hopping, and it's just kind of hopping and spawns a bunch of feathers on screen whenever you do it?
That's a bit beast, actually.
What if we had Quake, but it was just modded to be Mort the Chicken Quake, and he would just like freaking squawk? That would be so insane. If you don't know what Mort Chicken is, look it up. It will change your life. But yeah, something you'll see in a bit here, especially as we go upstairs, is we're actually it's only one of the few times where we actually use like the W key, and that's because you can't really bunny hop upstairs super well. It's like super awkward, so you kind of alternate between like up and then one of the like side strafe keys, and that allows you to get
it's up and then like AD, like pretty much really fast, just to like
Yeah.
maximize acceleration since you immediately slow down anyways. Can you like come over here? Thank you.
Yeah, they're called Hellhounds for a reason, because they give you hell.
Jack Pickle has donated $5 saying, boom! Explosion emoji. Let's see if we can keep that train going.
Yeah, this really is the game of big booms, isn't it? Like,
I mean, the big booms propel you. The crowd loved that one.
Every time you get a rocket jump, you just go
Boom!
Oh my god, my phone is still going off in the distance. Can somebody like throw it into the practice room? Like, oh, Gooby's got it. Thank you very much, Gooby.
Shout out Scooby.
Shout out the Goober.
Okay.
Yeah, these dog enemies are really,
There we go.
really dangerous. So something we're doing right here is we're actually getting our head stuck in the elevator. Normally that's like an auto-scroller elevator ride.
It takes like over a minute of
It's
just like
bad.
nothing. Oh wait, what? Okay, there we go.
And so by getting your head stuck, it allows you to delay the elevator from falling. And then the elevator resets itself just like in the event you take a portal from like a secret to get back up there or something like that. And so it'll unstick you from there. After a while, it'll pull the ceiling back and allow you to get out of there and skip it, which really big save, especially for a run as short as Quake.
Yeah, you just need a lot of health to do that. Oh, please.
Yeah, so the kind of the gimmick of like the middle hub of this level is there's these buttons that you need to hit that kind of change like which part of like the pinwheel platforms are extended and not. But we don't really care about that too much because we have rocket jumping, so we're just going to completely ignore that and just go our own way.
Yeah, usually in like 4P co-op, we send like one player in each direction.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, but I usually just like have no health by the end of this, just because I intentionally get rid of all my health to just go really fast. But because I have to do each section myself, I have to like kind of be aware of like the pros and cons of like you know, like having health in everywhere.
Yeah, and dying matters a bit more in solo than it does in co-op, and that's because in co-op, like if somebody dies, they just respawn, and like the level progress is maintained. But if you're in single player, you gotta like restart the map at that point.
Yeah, so I've just been loading quick saves to avoid that.
So there's a quick save button binded to like one of the side buttons on Limy's mouse just for that purpose. Yeah, there's like a lot of moving parts to this level, like a lot of little things you need to go do to activate a door or go handle XYZ bit here. So, yeah, we don't want to take the elevator ride there. So,
Yeah, because I have so much armor because I just didn't really get hit.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't really come through on camera because it's like off camera, but just like the amount of mouse control that you have and like the wrist integrity that you have to play at like low settings is like.
Oh, okay, I don't have
Yeah,
any.
you have
ammo
shields
for that.
Yeah, so I almost called it overshield. This isn't like my ammo. I'm showing my age here. But the shield's really good to pick up because it kind of allows us to go for rocket boosts without consequences. You combine that with quad damage, and there's some really funny strats that you can do in some of the other episodes. But we won't be. I don't think we'll be seeing any of those for a little bit. I want to say that's episode 4.
I like kind of autopiloted a little bit, and usually I go here first and then rocket jump out so this auto scroller can go. But I was like co-op brain mode.
Yeah.
So we have an auto scroller for any messages that the
Yeah,
host
so if
might
you
have.
anything you want to read, go for it.
Yeah.
All right. We have a $5 donation from Storster saying, boom, bomb emoji.
Boom!
And that puts
Oh, we were
us-
almost at 2,700. Holy crap!
Yeah, we're only $9 short of 2,700.
I guess you guys will be seeing the dope fish probably. But, you know, that doesn't mean stop donating. We still have, you know, 3 more runs after this one. So, you know, keep doing that. It's a great cause.
It really is.
Yeah, I just stayed at the top there so I don't have to, like, deal with actually playing the auto scroller.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay over here because the trigger for activating this door, well, yeah. I was going to say, it happened soon and I literally pointed as it happened. I'm, like, so locked into the timings of this game.
Yeah. We are locked in. We are so back, actually.
Yeah, they actually use this enemy as like the boss of this episode, but they use like 4 of them in one level in episode 4 later, so
It's like,
it gets
what,
a little wild.
what were we thinking here?
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to just rocket jump over so we avoid the wait for the door to come down, and we're
Yeah.
good to go. So that's episode 2, so we're halfway through the runabout. Looking pretty solid so far.
Jackson, can you look over the projector and see what the time says?
You are at 17:27.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
We're so back. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. There's a terrible strat that I hate and I don't like, where to get up there in like vanilla Quake, you have to like b-hop off of a ramp because you get a little bit more height if you do that, and then go through like strafe out and strafe in to go into that window, and it sucks. I hate it.
Yeah. You basically do like an S curve, but like of really specific timing. It's messed up.
Yeah, off of like a specific part of like the ramp. So, in this, I can avoid doing it by having a rocket launcher. So I do that.
Thank you, Quake 64.
Yeah, and I go and do that one first, so I don't have to do it again. I could just do this, and then immediately from here get this secret. Yeah, I know about routing. Oh, I need to get the keycard. I forgot to get the keycard. This isn't co-op. Yeah, I've just been playing a crap ton of co-op just because I submitted it to GDQ, and it was just done for a different event. So
Yeah.
I'm locked into those routes right now.
You're just so locked in, you're locked out. You
Yeah.
know? It's just like yeah, the quad damage that we got from that secret earlier is so helpful. Those, especially those big those big burly chested guys with like the chainsaws, like are so annoying to deal
Yeah.
with.
There's one strat I do here that's really funny. In Remaster, there's a weapon wheel, and I don't use a weapon wheel because I just have binds for every weapon. So I'm gonna open this first. So what you didn't what? So what I do there is activate the weapon wheel, which slows down the timings of like the entire game, but it slows down certain things at different rates. Also, that's a really hard.
Yeah, that's a really hard
yeah.
boostless strat. You can also do like the rocket jump for it, but
I have a quad damage, and I will
yeah,
die probably.
You will just curse blood.
Yeah.
No, we unboom.
Boomed, if you will.
Or whoop. Also, shout out
That's
to
a little bit of a stretch, but I do rock with it.
yeah, well, you just
I'm
back.
at 35. It's a little scary, but I haven't taken damage in a while, so I think I'm fine. But yeah, the key goes down at a slower rate than the actual like platform that holds the key, so it just gets stuck under like the grates that go away. I would like you to go away. Thank you.
Yeah, funnily enough, that doesn't work on the co-op because like it's on a server, so it just kind of does what it does.
Yeah.
And that's a really annoying
Oh,
one.
I forgot.
A couple of these enemy types too, like mostly like the shambling skeleton zombies can only be killed like permanently with explosives. So there's kind of some like ammo management we have to do as well, not just for the rocket jumping stuff, but also like especially in Hundo because you need to kill all the enemies for Hundo. And then in like this category, for example, like just getting them out of the way so that their hitboxes aren't a problem when you're trying to bunny hop.
Yeah, and sometimes if you don't explode them, their hitboxes will just be there for a while they're like falling down, being dramatic, like, oh, woe is me, I'm dying.
Wogue.
Wogue is me.
Wogue is me. Okay, nice save.
Oh,
yeah.
I like hit the hell out of my keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually have a bigger mouse pad than this, and this is already a pretty big mouse pad for most people. It like covers my entire desk.
Oh yeah. See, I'm in a similar situation, but I like famously play at a crazy high sensitivity, so it's just like
Yeah, Jaxler and I are the opposite.
yeah.
So this is probably like so weird for him to like watch, where I'm like hopping by like moving my entire arm 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please move out of the way. Please get out of my way. Thank you. Whenever an enemy gets in my way, just boo him to get out of the way. Yeah, this level is a little boring because there isn't a lot going on.
Yeah, there is one thing that Limy will be doing in spots that we haven't brought up before, which is wall strafing. So you can't bunny hop while you're in water because I don't know if you've ever tried to jump underwater, but unless you're playing a mascot platformer, not normally possible. So if you like strafe into a wall and just not jump, like right there, you'll move a bit faster than just like your normal wall
Oh,
stand.
I forgot I have to. Oh, I'm not gonna use it. I have a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Why am I here? Okay.
Nice quick save.
Thank you.
Oh, nice body block.
Okay. I have a rocket launcher. I can do this with the rocket launcher.
We're so
We
bad.
have the technology.
Modern medicine.
Shout out to Modern Medicine. Shout out to the Transcend campaign. Oh, I can't do this yet because of the... there's 2 secrets here. I almost forgot. That would have been embarrassing. If I did all secrets and
you
didn't
and
get
our
all
buddy
secrets.
Osborne usually split this one, right?
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to Osborne.
Shout outs to Osborne.
Shout outs to the entire Wyndham meet.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. And like, if you think I'm talking about the website, then like, sure, I'm talking about the website.
I feel like we just gave like every producer of any kind of thing ever like war flashbacks. Like, it's just in that moment.
Yeah.
So this is a really big auto scroller room where you're supposed to be like on a platform and there's enemies shooting at you. So it's kind of an on-rail segment, but again the rocket jumping is just so busted. So
Yeah, this is like the equivalent of like a, you know, like an elevator scene, like a beat 'em up.
yeah, exactly.
It's like that.
Or like that one scene in Evangelion where they're just standing in the elevator.
Yeah. I haven't watched Evangelion, but I trust that that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the next secret level. This is just enemy spam in narrow hallways, and I think whoever made this is an evil, evil person with... Oh! No! 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 So, yeah, this is the next secret level, and it's a mean level, and I don't like it. I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
So,
this was also really annoying for co-op because, like, literally, there's no way you can even really split this up. You kind of just do the level as it is. So, literally, our strat was just, like, Limey goes ahead and does movement, like you're seeing here, and then we just, like, saddle along. We just, like...
please move out of my way, please.
It feels like a field trip. It's just, like, it feels like a nothing. It's so funny. But I guess, while Limey's fighting for his life, Stump, if you have anything you'd like to share with us, now would be a great time.
Sure.
What? I quick save there, and on 11 health, this seems like a bad idea, but
Oh, yeah.
as stated.
Well. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do here.
Pray. I'm gonna channel my inner randomizer, and this will be a situation that I will get out of, and it'll be Shripple.
Well, meanwhile, I just want to say again, we are $9 away from 2,700.
That's like a single donation. Someone
Yeah,
can snipe that and be like,
yeah, somebody,
whoa.
yeah, whoa, guy went $9 mode.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like,
Can we get a cheer for going $9 mode? Yeah, so there's a surprise tool that will help us again later. That's called a telefrag. Don't worry about it. Basically, if two things are in the same place when one teleports to the other thing, one of them will die, and usually it's the person who's there, but with enemies, it's the enemy. Because
Yeah,
that'd be a little bit mean to just have as like a
yeah, and that's
thing
actually
that
how
could
you
happen.
defeat the final boss. So we'll get to that. A bit
They're not
later.
supposed to know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the final boss
Oh
is
no, spoilers!
unkillable.
Spoilers
oh,
from
no.
a game
yeah.
that released like almost a decade before we were born. So you know. Oops. Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
I was born in a year that starts with a 1. Or not a 1, a 2. And this game's older than me by like several years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing it safe. I'm going to go through this secret path, which lets me get armor and health and quad damage. Yeah, I was right. Lets me get a quad damage. So this part I can go through it a little bit faster. It's not actually faster to like take it, but it's way safer, so I'm going to just do that.
And for marathon setting like this, it just like...
With what happened in the
on
last
average,
level, like I'm going to just take safety for a little bit. Yeah.
just like emotional time save in that regard.
Yeah. And then I already got both the secrets. Oh!
Still had the quad.
Yeah. I do a weird angle to curve around, and it's like really hard. Like, you can see what I'm cooking. There we go.
Nice. And then the rune is going to be right there. And then
Yeah,
we're
I'm gonna get health.
Yeah, and then we're kind of just waiting for the door to open. So
Nice amount of health. There we
nicely
go.
done. All right, that's episode 3. Now we're happening on to episode 4, which is, I'd argue, probably the hardest.
Definitely the hardest. Yeah.
Yeah, Tower of Despair as well. Like the secrets are pretty tricky to get to, and there's just like a lot of tight platforming that you have to do in this level. This is also, I think, another situation where there are, I think there's like 1 or 2 less secrets in this map. On 64.
I think it's the next one. Yeah.
Oh, it's the one after. Yeah, it's definitely the one after. Yeah, we also got a ring of Vanish Ring, so that's going to make us invisible to the enemies, which is going to be really helpful. Let's do some really fun rocket jumps.
Yeah, as long as I don't like accidentally hit them while I'm flying over them, which most of the time is fine. And also our friend again, quad influence.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. That should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Cool. And then, yeah. So I'm for the most part going to be just going through this normally. There's one more secret that I have to get along the normal path. I don't need to get that, but I'm just playing a little safe. There we go. And then just get up here and then shoot a secret wall. and there isn't that much to the level. Again, if our host has any messages, now's the time.
All right. Just wanted to remind you that you can donate to P-Fund Foundation by going to donate.midwestspeedfest.com or typing !donate in chat. And well, actually, let me refresh something here because we have received a $9 donation from Cassasaur saying, $9 for more marathon? What a value! Shoutouts to Midwest Speedfest, VGMCon, and most importantly, trans rights.
Hell yeah. This donation gets 5 big booms.
Boom! 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 Boom!
I didn't think that engagement farming would work.
I'm always
That
going to be
is-
down for 5 big booms.
that's
Like, it's just,
2,700.
you know the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Also, just shout outs
I'd
to
always
Cam.
love to see more of those $5 boom donations. Since it's been so nice what goes on in this room when that happens.
Yo, if you do a $5 big boom donation, we will do 5 big booms. again. So if you want that as well, feel free.
The energy in the room is electric right now.
Yes. The booms are booming.
I have the secrets. Oh, what? Why are you here? How'd you get here? Okay.
Yeah,
That's not what I want to do.
It's when we first learned the co-op Hundo run on the original version, not the 64. This was like the first episode that we would do because there's like a lot of really hard strats, and there's also similar to some of the other levels, some collision differences. So it's really rough to kind of have the. Oh yeah, that's the other big difference is that you can do the episodes in any order on the original release, but that was a crazy save.
I cannot believe that worked.
Yeah. Quake 64, you have to do the episodes in order. That's like the difference.
Yeah, so resets are a little bit weirder. And generally, I just like to play more saves because I don't like resetting at the very end of a run. I'm going to just go around you. Yeah, this level is a bit mean and also has 5 secrets. I got 3 of them already. And then there's one that I used to get to the end because it's a teleporter, and this one is just a little bit of waiting. Takes you to a different teleporter that takes you out anyways. So the routing is pretty straightforward. It's just a lot to remember. And
Yeah.
actually in co-op, it's split up really cool.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 different like branching paths, and then a lot of times too, like.
I want you to know that was so calculated.
Yeah. Like the strats, especially like I feel like episode 4 is like really sick. Like there's just so many cool little like things you can go for. It's like a very like high skill. Like this is already one of the like highest skill ceiling games like out there, just because it has bunny hopping, source movement. But also it's just like the skill expression here is just like so sick.
Yeah, Quake is a game with a lot of skill expression, especially if you play like Randomizer, which is currently in development like with Archipelagos, where it's so cool. I play the hell out of that.
Yeah.
But there's so much like player-specific stuff that people do, and it's like super interesting to watch if you've like not really seen.
That's
it
a
before.
really hard rocket jump right there because we're under the effects of the quad damage.
Yeah,
And
I have to
because-
like curve around and hit the wall.
Yeah, and not only that, because you hit the ceiling sooner, you start falling sooner, so you have less time to react to like where you need to adjust to on the fly. And then yeah, you can kind of just see those gentle curves. That's what we're looking for in order to build speed midair. All right, this level is also really annoying in Hundo because there's some like there's fish that you have to deal with, but
Yeah.
I believe in 64 the fish are just not there. There are a lot of things like that in 64 just because it was a Nintendo 64 game, so they cut out some of the assets just so that the game would perform better.
Yeah, and the game does perform pretty good, especially for like a Nintendo 64 game. That's completely in 3D and not like Doom, where it's just like kind of fake 3D with like sprites and like weird maps.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing too about like the Quake 64 like remaster here is like if you look carefully, there's actually like shadows cast on.
And there's like colored lighting, which doesn't exist in. Oh, I should have. No, I didn't do it right. Which doesn't exist in the original release of Quake and like the main source port people used for speedrunning. I need to go here. Oh no, not here yet. I need to go here. Yeah, this level has 9 secrets, so it's just a lot to remember.
Yeah.
Because the route is really like weird. That's
That's-
not what I want to do.
That is also just an evil enemy placement. Yeah, he did not want to go $5 mode.
I think one of my bindings is wrong. It's not a big deal. I will just deal. I felt like that before, but I didn't want to like say it was and then be wrong.
Yeah.
I wanted to be confident that
Yeah, they
my
have, like,
mining was
yeah,
wrong.
so the reason there's like 9 secrets is like literally 4 just right there in those 4 wall panels that you have to grab. And this is also just like a really, really big level.
And it's just like an entire maze. Obviously, you know how to go through it, but it is just a lot to remember.
I got a little deboost there. That was cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I was hoping that he would hit me. He did a little bit more than I expected, but it should be fine.
yeah, you look fine.
Usually I like get the invulnerability, but it only makes it more safe, and I don't need to be safe. I'm going fast.
Yeah, safety third, as my dad likes to
Yeah.
say.
Really? I would like to go up there, please. Okay. Please. Okay. And that's all 9 secrets. Okay. Thank
Good.
God. And we're getting into the last level, and then I will show off the dope fish, and then everything will be good forever, and nothing will ever be bad.
Exactly, right? All right, so there is one secret in this boss fight. So instead of like just going straight for the boss kill for the telefrag, we actually need to go to the other end of the arena here in order to trigger the secret. And these enemies are really brutal.
Okay, I'm farmed.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
No, I can't. I can't. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm just
you
gonna die.
can't- Oh yeah. You
Yeah, I like got. He hit me because I was not going nearly fast enough
Yeah.
for to avoid the lightning,
Okay.
so I just have to restart this, which is not a big deal.
Yeah, like we said, nothing ever will go wrong.
Yeah, trying to get okay, because for the telefrag, like Jack sort of talked about,
Little low.
to get it, it's like a specific cycle. So I'm doing my best to try and get there like as fast as possible. I'm gonna do a safer version. It's fine.
Yeah, so we're probably going to miss the cycle here, but this is just going to get us over the finish line. And so there's going to be like this little reticle that will like go through the map towards the boss that like tells you where it'll
Okay,
teleport you.
I still got it.
and then
but
time.
It's just, yeah,
That's
that's time.
GG.
All right, that's a 35 of 7. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's pretty solid.
Considering some of the shenanigans. But that's just, a Quake, that's just a Quake 64 moment.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Quake is a difficult game. I mean, it is like the thing that like kind of started like mainstream speedrunning like here, like in the West. So it is a rough game, but it's just super optimized. So doing a lot of stuff is really hard. But
Yeah.
that went really well. I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go and show off the dope fish. Give me 1 second. Yeah, here's all of the add-ons. There's a lot. It's really cool. Level select. It's not
Because they
this
don't
one, it's
have the dope fish in Quake 64, right?
Yeah, it's replaced with something. Yeah, it's just well, okay.
Oh, that elevator in particular is like so like trauma-inducing to me because if you're doing co-op and like someone gets like they try to take the elevator and someone's too late, they'll get crushed by the elevator and just instantly die. It's really funny.
It's like chip damage, but it loses a lot of time. Just
And
with,
then
like,
it
the most
also
unfortunate
stops the
situations.
elevator because someone
Yeah.
got stuck, and it's just like
Yeah, and sometimes because it's 4 people going up a elevator meant for 1 person, sometimes like we just like have to like shuffle and reposition over and over again.
yeah, another like instance of like, all right, everyone file in line behind Lemmy.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a crazy save. So yeah, we're just
Welcome.
going to welcome to the Well of Wishes.
Yep. The dope fish.
The dope fish.
And he's pretty dope, I'll say, right? Like he's dope.
You see it.
Yeah. But I'm gonna drown. I don't want to drown. I want the biosuit, pretty please. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for donating to this Midwest Speedfest. It's been great. It's been fantastic. I want to real quickly shout out the entire socials team. Everyone's been doing so great. There's been a lot of people behind the scenes getting pictures, getting video, getting clips, posting them. It's been
Recording
absolutely
segments,
fantastic.
yeah,
It's a lot going on. I'm super happy. It's
Yeah.
going well. Also, like I said, shout outs to the One to Meet chat. Y'all are fantastic. You know, shout out to everyone here. This is a pretty packed room for a Midwest restaurant. Yeah. You can find me pretty much ever at limy_SR. I forgot that you just drowned so slowly. I'm everywhere. Limy SR on Bluesky, Limga Blue, Bsky Social. please follow me. I'm pretty cool, I think. And Jackson, where can I find you?
I'm on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jaxler1, and I am Jaxler SR everywhere else. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is it from
That's
us.
all we've
Thank you so
got.
much for watching.
And yeah, we got Super Paper.
Please watch the rest of
Yeah,
the day. It's gonna be great.
We've got Super Paper Mario coming up next. That's gonna be great. I'm so glad we got to put that in the schedule. Enjoy the rest of Speedfest, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for that run. And thanks to